Good afternoon once again from COP28 Green Zone. Very pleased to welcome Mr. Kashif Shamsi, Group CEO of Mawarid Holding Investment. Thank you very much for being with us. You are here at COP28 Green Zone. Of course, we know about your company, about your basically how immersed you are in food security and your contribution. However, the UAE, with their policies, they would like to be among the world's top food producers. They are every day there is a new regulation for safety, for sustainability. We are in the year of sustainability in UAE. We are at COP28. Please tell us about your recent developments and strategy developments in sustainability.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you very much for having me on. Obviously, the UAE is a region which is a net importer of fuel, for food, and is therefore is in the position that they have to reverse that equation to the extent that they can. We're very confident that the vision that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has set out is something that's actually very much achievable. But it's going to be achieved in two ways. One is the traditional farming, which is outdoor and in the open space. But there's also an element of indoor or vertical farming, which needs to provide part of the solution. In the space of outdoor farming, we've got investments in some very, very exciting technologies. One is a soil additive, which we believe will be a key player in the fight against desertification, because it takes soil which was previously dead and unable to be used for any particular purpose.
Especially in such geographies.
Absolutely. The beauty of this is we've been testing it in the UAE since 2021, and we've tested it in the most difficult environments, and it's taken unproductive land and made that into productive agricultural land.
And this is deployed where? In Al Ain or in the Al Dhafra region, or what about?
So we've got multiple sites. Al Ain is obviously one of them. We've done projects in Al Dhafra, in Al Sharqiya, in Abu Dhabi, and the average saving of water that we've had is about 47%.
That's huge.
It's a game changer, right?
Yes.
It really is. And at the same time, it improves the soil health, and it provides a pathway to sustainability, the likes of which we haven't seen for that sort of benefit.
That's one.
The other one is a technological solution, which is based on sensors. So it puts sensors into the soil, onto the trees, all the way up to the fruit, and it effectively switches the equation from us putting water into the soil to the plants telling us when they need the water,
yeah,
and to what quantity.
Yeah. In terms of technology, so you are in terms of partnerships.
Yes.
What are you doing in this regard, which is crucial?
So our partners, the first one is with a company called Desert Control, who've developed the science behind this liquid soil additive. And they've been testing it for over a dozen years. Mm-hmm. And recently, in fact, during the summer, we got certification from the US Department of Agriculture. It's a fully organic certified product which can be used in agriculture, mm-hmm, straight away.
Yeah.
And it's been picked up by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's been picked up by the World Economic Forum. So we're very, very excited to deploy that, because we had a partnership with them to do the testing within the UAE and in Arizona in the US.
That's huge indeed.
It is, and we're extremely excited that this can have applications in landscaping, in agriculture, across wherever you can see irrigation taking place. That's going to have the potential to significantly cut your water consumption whilst improving the quality of the output.
Perfect.
Right?
Any other, in terms of green finance, how is it going basically? We saw UAE banks pledging 1 trillion dirhams, that's $270 million basically. Billion. So how are you planning to deploy and to benefit out of this?
So we've got discussions underway with a number of major opportunities in the agro-tech space, where we will be connecting with the banks to partner with us and our customers, yes, to deploy the technologies so that we can immediately derive the benefits. One of the challenges in some of the technologies is they're quite capital intensive, Our liquid soil technology is actually very, very cost effective. As a ballpark, it costs in the range of 10 cents a litre. The barrier to implementing that is very, very low. The banks would be very, very interested in deploying. To deploy because the return on investment is so quick.
So you are deploying technology transfer at the highest global levels, which is great. And in terms of human capital development, what are you doing in this regard?
So part of our facility in Al Ain is based purely on research and development. So we've got a massive bioscience research and development facility. We have doctors who are specialists in their field. That looks after both plant science and animal science. We work with sustaining endangered species. We worked in the agricultural space trying to develop all sorts of plant life which can sustain itself in conditions which are obviously what we have in the UAE, but at the same time we've got fairly high degree of salinity in our water. And that is a challenge to achieve, and that starts with the seeds. It isn't just the plant itself, it goes into the genetic research into the seeds. So we've got a few interesting things going on there which we hope to announce very soon.
In terms, of course, all those technologies, all those efforts is about increasing the food input of the UAE. Do you have any study or overview of, for example, in the coming 5 years, how do you foresee the overall food production, agri-production, for example, in the UAE, and the increase expected to align with the policy and the strategy of UAE to be among the world's top food producers?
So in the food space, we are engaging with the authorities, particularly at AFSA. ADIO has been very supportive. We're looking at different solutions. The UAE, you can do a lot in terms of outdoor agriculture during the winter season. The challenge is to be able to sustain that during the summer months and have the plants actually survive to the next season. We think we've got some very good potential in some of the work that we've done. In the indoor space, I think that's also something very important. That's got to be part of the solution. And bringing in the combination of the research that we've done already and the technology that can get us there. I think, you take the example of a place like the Netherlands, that in a very small footprint
is among the world's top 4
absolutely
food producers.
There is no reason why we cannot do that and more. There is the misconception, for example, that sandy soil is not workable. You may have seen plants growing purely without soil, just in a water environment. Similarly, we're looking to find ways to get the water absorption right down to as close as possible, where the losses are minimized and the roots are able to absorb as the little water that we're giving them. That is really the challenge.
Thank you very much for being with us. Very exciting story you have. We look forward to having you more and more.
Thank you very much for having me. My pleasure.